Good afternoon, my name is Camryn Kocian and I'm here to show you a little bit about how to play beginner guitar. Here is my audience. Okay. So for starters, I want to start by showing you a little bit about the parts of the guitar because they play a lot of important roles in playing the guitar in general. So first, here's your head. And then these little knobs on the back are called tuning pegs, and this helps you tighten or loosen the wires on the body. You obviously have 6 strings. These little wires, these little metal things are called fret wires, and in between those 2 fret wires are called frets. And that's where you lay your hands. You never want to put your finger on a fret wire. And then to the body, you have your sound hole. This is called your saddle. Right here, this white piece is called your saddle, and this is called your bridge. This is also called the nut. The saddle and the bridge and the nut all hold the strings in place. So for starters, I want to show you how to place your hands on the chords on the strings, because the strings are numbered and lettered. So this is the highest string, is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the letters are E, Eddie, 8, Dynamite, Goodbye, Eddie. That's a good way to remember them. So for starters, this is a D chord, and a chord is when you play 3 or more strings at a time to make a 1 chord. And then first you're going to place your first finger on string number 3, and then you're going to place your second finger on string number 1 in fret 2. And then you're going to take your third finger and place it on string number 2 in fret 3. And then on a D chord, you only want to play the top strings because your 6th string is open, and then it'll sound like this. And yes, you can play with the pick right before my thumb. And then you're gonna go to a G, is your second chord, and then you just from a D to a G, you place your third finger is a relative finger, so you just put a string down. Then you take this one, pick it up all the way to the top, and then you put your first finger on the 2nd or the 5th string. And then you play all 6 strings on this. So it's a little higher of a note. And then you go down to your A7, which from your G, it's all relative fingers, so you just place your fingers down on the same fret and you pull them down like that. And then your first finger will be on the 4th string and your second finger will be on the 2nd string on the 2nd fret. And then you play all 6 strings for this one, like that. And then you go back to your D for a 4, 5, 7 progression, which a progression is just 4 chords played all in once. And then obviously your D, you only play with 5/5 strings. And then for the progression, you start with your D, then you go up to your G, then to the A7, then to the D. How I do 4 strums every time is this little time signature. This is a time signature, and this tells you how many strums you're going to do per measure. This is a whole measure. This is your treble clef, which is just a place song signature. And then these little lines right here indicate when you strum. And this is a double bar line on a measure. And then here's the 1, 4, 5, 7 chord again. Thank you for watching.